Perfect. Hi, I'm Tia from Geek Vibes Nation. I am so happy to be here to speak with all of you, the dads of the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So that's very, very cool. And I just wanted to start by asking, first of all, 5 amazing seasons of the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. What has been both of your favorite parts of playing your characters?
Oh well, it's
The whole damn thing.
the whole thing. It's it's that the moment of at every one of our table reads, cracking open that script, sitting at in a large room at a large table with everyone there, the network people, the actors, the designers, the showrunners, the writers. Opening that script, hearing these characters come to life, you know, listening to how these jokes were working, the resounding, reactions, and then putting it all on its feet, and I mean, it just every aspect of it was. Because they always were surprising us. The writers were always throwing us curveballs. The designers were always giving us new looks or new tastes to reflect the way our characters were evolving. So there just wasn't one element of it that was wanting.
I think by the time we got to Abe's jumper in the Catskills, we realized that these characters were going to grow and we're going to have surprises. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the two of you seem to work so well with each other. I absolutely love every scene that Abe and Moish are together. Is there a specific scene that you can think of that stands out to you working together?
Well, I super enjoyed when Abe and Rose were forced to move in with Moish and Shirley and waking them up. I think I was asking Abe to move his car at like 4:30 in the morning. And there's one kitchen scene where Moish is going on, and Abe and Rose are sitting opposite each other, having to listen to this blowhard yet again about the pride of getting up early and starting the day. No one steals your TV if you're up early. Some nonsense about that. But then, to go all full circle towards the end of season 4 for Moish to be in the hospital bed and having Abe read his obituary, that there couldn't have been anything much more moving than that. And yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that scene in the hospital, it really shows the connection between these two characters, even though we've seen them at odds in so many different situations.
There's great conflict to play.
Yeah, there's two things at work, and they don't agree. They rarely agree on anything, but we still feel this deep, deep subterranean connection and brotherhood there.
It's amazing how family brings together personalities that wouldn't necessarily hang out in real life if they hadn't been forced together by family connections. And I think Abe and Moish
Personified that.
might be the poster men for this
Yeah.
incredible conflict. Yeah.
But it's great, and especially because the fact that the characters of Midge and Joel are divorced, that you still get Moish and Abe together. Did you think, even in the first season when they were writing the split between the kids, that your characters would have still as much interaction as they do?
I didn't.
No, I did not.
It was quite surprising and a tremendous sense of gratitude. I remember the first season saying to Michael Zegan, so they're really writing your character great, which is exciting because it means they'll keep the in-laws around. And Michael's taking offense, almost like, yeah, I'm one of the important storylines in the show, Kevin. Yeah, I'm going to be around.
But it's good that the in-laws were still around.
I was very, listen, Amy and Dan are such rarefied airs as writers, and yeah, their work was always surprising for the actors in terms of growing and evolving and expanding universe. And so to be a part of it was just insanely good fortune.
And now that the series has wrapped, is there a actor slash character that you wish that your characters had more screen time with?
I think everyone has said over the years, those of us who aren't Rachel Brosnahan, that it's a especially great joy when your character gets a scene with just her. That you know, I've had a few and they were especially great and then when the families are all brought together at big scenes, be it one of the Jewish holidays or Thanksgiving in season 5, those are always the most fun because we're all together.
I think for me, I had a good balance of scenes with different characters. I had a lot of great scenes with Kevin and obviously with Rose. But I think for the character of Shirley, Caroline Aaron's character, Shirley Maisel, I only really had one that I can recall, a one-on-one scene when Moisha's in the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And the women go off to pick up things, I think at their house or something, and I'm left with Shirley. It's an awkward scene because Abe, as uncomfortable as Abe is with Moy, she's 10 times more uncomfortable being left with Shirley. But then again, in the course of that few minute scene, you see another coming together in a kind of unexpected way. So I think if I sort of longed for more of those moments, but otherwise I felt pretty balanced with everyone. I mean, of course, there's only one or two with Lenny Bruce and Susie, fewer with Susie, but Caroline's character was the one that I would have loved to have explored more.
And, speaking of Rose and Shirley, not to get into spoilers for season 5, but both of your characters have interesting moments in their marriages in season 5. When you first read what was happening with Rose and Shirley, did you say, okay, this is good that we're having these little bits of conflict, or what was your mindsets in those moments?
Amy and Dan never cease to surprise us, I think, right? Every season, and then season over season, there's an expansion of the universe of the show as well as
The relationships,
individual characters. So it's just surprising, is the sense that I had was, once again, as without spoilers, season 5 has so many surprises.
It really does. When I was watching it, it was like, oh, okay, that's where we're going, but in a very good way, a good surprise.
Yeah, they write conflict great. So sometimes the surprises are sort of devastating, because they do love to create conflict, which is so necessary for every story to evolve.
Yeah, and you guys did an amazing job. I wish I had more time with the both of you. That is my time right now. But Tony and Kevin, thank you again. And I can't wait for everyone to watch season 5 of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.